Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel. Happy Wednesday. Now, tonight, I was looking at the market, right? And there's something that's got my attention today, and that's going to be Nvidia. Nvidia less than $1 away from hitting a brand new all-time high. Now, there's some things going on in the macroeconomics world that I believe can push Nvidia, along with the other semiconductors, to potentially new highs as well. And that's going to be the continuation of interest rate cuts, right? Now, the talk, it depends on, which analyst you're looking to, July, September, whatever it may be. But the talk of interest rate cuts is enough to push these stocks up. And if it does come to fruition, that's only going to help these growth stocks hit higher highs in general. So let's go ahead and jump into VectorVest Software. We're going to take a look at Nvidia. We're going to take a look at some of the other stocks in the semiconductor space, see how their performance is compared to Nvidia, and see if Nvidia is still king of the hill. As 4th of July approaches and we celebrate our nation's independence, let VectorVest help you with your financial independence. A trial just 99 cents over the next 30 days. Just go to vectorvest.com/YT. The special ends July 7th. All right, first thing we're going to look at is the performance of not only Nvidia, but I've got 3 of the top other semiconductor stocks in this list here. We've got AMD, Micron, Broadcom. You can see the performance here over the last 6 months. All of them on a downtrend essentially during the tariff sell-off. However, looking for their bottom, respectively, a lot of these stocks were down 20 to 30% in nature. But you can see rallying right now. Micron leading the charge, up almost 40%. Second place is going to be AMD at 142, currently trading right now just above 10%. Along with Broadcom, last place right now in the list in the 6-month performance will be Nvidia. And I'm not saying this to put Nvidia down, but I just think from a sheer market cap size, Nvidia is not going to see some of the gains that it once has, right? It's not going to be a 10-bagger stock with a multi-trillion-dollar valuation. Broadcom's going to be running into that problem here pretty soon, so it's already valued at over $1 trillion. AMD would be the 3rd largest company. I think it's around $250 billion, and Micron will be last place when it comes to market cap itself. But you can see all of the semiconductor stocks since April here, as I take a look at the chart, been trending to the upside with tariff concerns or kick down further in time. That will be the biggest concern I have for semiconductors going forward if a deal is not met with China. But if we get that deal and we get potentially some interest rate cuts over the next several months, these stocks, I would definitely put them on your radar, and especially Nvidia. Now, before we get to the chart, let's break down Nvidia, especially if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the VectorVest 7 system. We see Nvidia positive territory today, coming in just over 152. Again, the all-time high here is just above 153. So within about $1 reach from, achieving a brand new all-time high when it comes to Nvidia, just over 2% right now. But even with the run up to the upside, we still here at VectorVest value the stock at $165. That is not a price target. It's just what we feel the stock is intrinsically worth right now. That being said, Nvidia still being undervalued with such great ratings here. I mean, look at RV, RS. These are fundamental indicators. RV looks at long-term price appreciation compared to alternative investment in a AAA corporate bonds. If you're thinking about buying bonds or buying stocks, this is telling me that the favor of price appreciation is leaned towards Nvidia, outpacing bonds over the next several years. Even the safety rating here, relative safety, just an indicator of risk, looks at things like debt to equity ratio, price volatility, coming at 1.33. Favorable ratings, these are on a 0 to 2 scale, 1 being the oscillation point. So anything above 1 is going to be favorable, which is all of these ratings here except the CI rating. We see RT, relative timing, looking at the price trend. Well, we saw all the semiconductor stocks on the rise, so no surprise the short-term price trend is in the favor of the bulls, giving its master rating, overall value, safety, and timing. Very phenomenal rating here, 1.62, probably one of the highest in the database. Now, CI looks at price growth persistence, right? This is the one indicator hurting Nvidia. Reason why? Well, Nvidia has yet to hit a new high in quite some time. And if we do hit a new high with Nvidia, this score right here is going to start to tick up. We got a buy recommendation. And if I go over to the forecasted data for a Mag 7 company and a company, valued in the trillions of dollars, probably just over $3 trillion if I had to guess right now, coming at 69%, 38% respectively. That is phenomenal. Still a growth stock in my mind, right? With these type of ratings and with interest rates, potentially on the decline once again, this stock will definitely benefit from that being a growth stock in general. Now let's go over here to the market cap. This one now, just the sheer size of the company here. That market cap approaching $4 trillion mark here soon. So that's why if you just buy Nvidia right now, and to get a bag out of it, Nvidia would have to go up to about a $7 trillion market cap. That's why I'm saying Nvidia, the bags may not be as easy to get as they once were, but you can definitely get some price appreciation and some capital appreciation going forward with this position. Now let's take a moment to break down the chart of Nvidia. You can see the low coming in sub 90, breaking out of this descending channel. I've done quite a bit of videos on this, and this was my main level of resistance back when price action was below 120. Once price action broke around 122, we could see that big gap up, full-bodied candlestick, nice retest right at the top of this full-body candlestick here, and then off to the races. Now this position, don't overthink it. As long as it stays above its 20-day EMA for the swing traders, I am in it. But you can see the prior high coming in at 153.13. Right now we're currently trading at 152.03. If I go to a one-day chart, let me take off our valuation here, zoom in. You can see the high today coming in just below that, $153 even, with a little rejection in place. So the goal right now is for Nvidia to hit a new high and surpass that 153.13 mark. And honestly, I could see that probably happening this afternoon with optimism in the market. We see Nvidia still got a buy rating here throughout the day. If I go back out to a 3-month time span, I do like the optimism. We saw some consolidation here, lasted about 2 weeks. Breakout as of yesterday, full body candlestick, gap up today, another nice full body candlestick. There's a couple scenarios that can happen. We can blow right past this 153 level here with a lot of momentum to the upside. Maybe a retest back on this 153 level and then a nice pivot to continue the rally. Otherwise, for the bears, or something to look out here, see if we get another rejection at this 153 level. And if we break below 142, I would get a little bit more defensive on this position. But right now, everything does look optimistic for the bulls when it comes to Nvidia, and especially as we approach the potential for interest rate cuts. That's only going to help push Nvidia to further highs. Now again, my name is Ryan. I hope people enjoyed tonight's video. If you thought this information was useful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow night.